God knows everything that we will face in the days to come, but many are suffering. We wonder when things will get better. In Daniel 8, we'll learn that God views history differently than we do. He moves all things to work together for His glory and our good, whether we realize it or not. Once again, Daniel receives a vision. This time he's transported to a canal in the city of Susa in Persia, which is modern-day Iran. Like the previous chapter, the vision in Daniel 8 presents exaggerated caricatures of history, much like political cartoons. The divine artist wants to sway us toward his view. In the vision, a ram is standing on the bank of a canal. One of its horns was bigger than the other. He rammed his way north, he rammed his way west, and he rammed his way south. He would just ram wherever he pleased. He was unstoppable. Well, until he came across a shaggy goat. It's hard to miss the huge horn between his eyes. He could fly across the whole country and not once touch the ground. When the shaggy goat spotted the ram, he decides to smash into him and stomp all over him. I guess no one messes with this billy goat. That is, until his horn broke off, and 4 other horns sprouted in its place, along with a mean little spike. The wicked little horn grows into an enormous size, reaching the hosts of heaven. It even throws a few angels to the ground just so he can kick them around. Wow! Who does this horn think he is, challenging the power of God's celestial army? Mr. Bighorn then starts heading to the temple in Jerusalem. This can't be good. After sacrificing a pig in the Holy of Holies, he wrecks the sanctuary, bans worship, and then goes out to hunt down anyone that owns a Bible. And that's when Daniel overhears 2 angels talking. "How long is this going to last?" one says. "He abolished worship, persecutes God's people, and desecrates the sanctuary. We're getting our butts kicked." The other angel quickly replies, "God has put the timer on. The sanctuary will be set right again." We tend to skip over chapters like this, don't we? It's not relevant to our lives, we think, and it's certainly not encouraging. We like to talk about good things and ignore the bad. But God wants His people to understand at least a few things about evil. So let's listen to Gabriel as he explains it to Daniel. "Evil is a bold-faced master of intrigue," says Gabriel. "He plots and schemes to make deceit prosper. Evil is clever. It specializes in trickery and deceit. Such conscious, intentional deception aims to throw truth to the ground and trample on all things sacred." Evil loves the feeling of cold, heartless control. Yes, in his own mind, his power is great, says Gabe. But it's not his own power. Someone is pulling the strings. You see, Satan's victims are just objects to be used, controlled, manipulated, or destroyed. Evil also delights in seeing people suffer. He's good at creating fear, Gabe admits, and bringing destruction on God's own people. Evil must reach for total control because it has to stand in denial of the reality that is constantly intruding to refute its delusions. That's why evil goes after us. We remind evil of the truth. Taking a hard look at evil is exhausting, isn't it? It made Daniel's stomach turn too. But when we examine it, we see why evil must be destroyed for God's eternal kingdom to fully manifest on the earth. Daniel 8 confirms that evil always and inevitably oversteps. When he rises up against the Prince of Princes, Gabe says to Daniel, his power will be broken, but not by human hands. Gabe was right. The Son of God came to destroy the works of the evil one. Although we may never fully understand evil, we continue to work at overcoming evil with good. Tune in next week.